going to stand here if you don't mind. Right, where am I starting? So Vincent has just arrived home from London. He's having his first meal with his parents back home and is very fed up. It's the dark space between the stars that make them shine so brightly, Mum said as she poured me another glass of orange squash. What have stars got to do with anything? Dad asked. I'm just saying that it's at times like these we appreciate the good things in our lives. What crap? I mean, what a dreadful cliche, Mum. You'll be telling me to count my blessings next. It can't hurt, can it? I'm not looking for cosy words to make me feel better. I've lost everything I've been working towards for the last 12 months. There are no bright stars for me. But rather than sitting about on my backside counting my non-existent blessings, I'm going to spend every moment of every day working to get my life back. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm sure you will, she said. Dad stood up abruptly and walked out of the room. Mum cleared my dirty plates. Your dad's a bit irritable at the moment. He needs a holiday. We both need a holiday. Now that you're home, perhaps we'll be able to get a late booking for half term. You could look after the dog and keep an eye on Nana for us. I don't know. Of course we can talk about it later. You've only just arrived home. It's wonderful to see you, love, to have you here with us. She bent down and kissed my cheek. I know you'd rather not be here, but all the same, I'm glad you've come. I've made a lovely steamed pudding for you with jam, just the way you like it. I eventually extricated myself and carried my overnight bag upstairs. I kicked off my shoes, flung myself across the bed and texted Chloe. Hi babe, how are you? I'm back home with the old croaks, planning my escape. Sorry about what I said. Doesn't have to be the end. I'll be back in town before you know. Missing you, Vince. Exhausted, I washed and changed quickly into an old t-shirt and joggers. My shoulders ached from emptying the flat of my personal possessions. My neck was still stiff from the drive. I stretched out under the duvet and waited for my body to relax. Something was niggling away at my subconscious. Silence hung thickly in the air, a kind of auditory darkness, suffocating, disorientating, startling in its intensity. After a few uneasy minutes, I realised the room was too quiet for sleep. So quiet I could hear the blood pounding through my ear as it pressed against the cold pillow. I was used to the comforting near constant drone of London traffic. Its absence made me anxious, as if I'd forgotten something important, like a wallet or a passport. Something was missing. And then I realised what? My life. Waves of emotion from the last few weeks pounded through my body, crashing and roaring against an implacable wall of injustice and bad luck. The eviction notice from my landlord, my last argument with Chloe, Christmas spent drunk and alone because I was too proud to tell my parents I'd lost my job. I'd hoped to find another position quickly, so I told them I was working on Christmas Eve and the day after Boxing Day. Surely they could see it wasn't worth driving to Suffolk for 2 days. In any case, I explained, I wanted to spend Christmas with Chloe. In the event, she had driven to Hertfordshire to be with her family, fed up with the lavish pity party I was throwing myself. I spent the day on my own with a turkey ready meal and a bottle of whiskey I unwrapped that morning. It must have been the expensive gifts I sent which signalled my financial woes. My parents knew my instinct for disguise, and I was compelled to tell the truth on New Year's Day. They pressed me to come home. Unable to come up with a viable alternative, and with another month's rent looming, I crumbled. I should have stuck it out and stayed put, gambled on something turning up, but I was scared. Through a crack in the curtains, I watched the dazzling dark of the Suffolk night. The stars were brighter than I'd seen for a long time, brilliant points on black velvet, undimmed by the glare of city lights. I remembered what Mum had said. It's the dark space between the stars that makes them shine so brightly. And it was true. They did shine more brightly in this dark place.